Christmas is a time that means a lot to different people. We followed the staff at the Abbotsford Bar over December to see what Christmas means to them.
Good people generally, they make hospitality a very a soul-crushing experience.
And every day the same happens. That's how people get depressed. That's what, because they have their 9-to-5 office jobs, and then after that go to the pub and drink, and maybe some of them are being rude to the bar staff and letting it out on them because they don't like their job.
I have to remember, you kind of just block them out after a while. You don't, you just go on a killing spree.
Our first member of staff is Kenny. He's worked at the Abbotsford for over 8 years.
I'm just going laid back, fun loving. Don't like no trouble, so don't bother anybody. And this is just me. Like a good laugh. Happy-go-lucky, usually.
What's the worst part about working in hospitality?
People who are rude people generally, they make hospitality a very a soul-crushing experience. But you just learn to deal with it. Not let it affect you, just because you just move on. That's what you do.
How would you describe the Abbotsford, in a few descriptive words?
The watering hole in the animal kingdom. Everybody comes to a drink from all walks of life. You have different kinds of people, prominent people, everyday people. Good mix of regulars, good mix of tourists. It is the atmosphere is I would describe it as what would hold a choice.
Next we met Bert down in the cellar. He's the pub manager and keeps everything in order over Christmas. That's how the cellar typically looks in December?
Yeah, pretty much.
How busy and messy can it get?
Very. Basically, we just fit in as much as possible where we can, because essentially there's never enough. We just go right through everything. Let's get this through.
How many kegs do we go through in December?
In December?
Yeah.
You go for at least 15, I'd say about 20 kegs a week, 3-4 weeks, so 18, 19 kegs.
Compared to how many on a normal month?
Probably about 50 in a normal one.
So almost double?
Yeah.
So it's just constant running up and down to the cellar every time they...
Changing gas, changing casks, changing kegs, and just getting a quick break.
How do you get a quick break when you come down to the cellar?
It's nice and cold, it gets very hot upstairs, and you just get a nice quick wee rest and a bit of chill time.
How many hours do you normally work as a manager in December?
I average about 50 a week. So again, a lot.
So just sort of mean no days off in a row?
No, you don't really get days off. Even when you're on your day off, you're probably doing something work related, like getting your uniform changed, like cleaned or whatever. Or in my case, constantly called about little niggling problems that could wait until the next day.
We saw Bert again the next day. He'd come in on his day off to decorate the pub.
Are we having them down here, no?
Yep.
Are we? Where's the bar?
Yep.
Oh my god!
It's the only decorations that we do.
What's your show?
Why?
Because too much decoration is just horrible.
I'm actually with you.
But what about all the other pubs on Rose Street that have so much like lights and trees and tinsel everywhere?
Yeah, people come here to get away from Christmas.
Why
You
is
got it all about everywhere. Why does everywhere have to have all the lights up? So we get a lot of comments just going, yeah, it's nice that you're not just gone completely mental with it all. Put it up in December, not October, like half the other bars.
Why do you think it's a place for people to escape from Christmas?
Well, it's a nice traditional bar. The place looks nice enough without having all gaudy tinsel around it. Paper cut snowmen and daft things.
What's wrong with a wee Christmas song?
Oh, it's nice to listen to because I like Christmas songs. The only issue is when people play them about 5 million times. All of December. Well, all of November. All of December.
Sabrina has been working at the pub for about 2 years. We spoke to her at the end of a long and busy shift. How was your first December shift?
Yeah, it started with Christmas jumpers and it ended up with drunk old people. Fun times. Yeah, you already got like the normal finger clicking and waving. Excuse me. I can't even do it in a high pitched voice than December customers do it. You probably can do it better. Yeah, so great start. Probably other people probably already told you about December people. That's the people who don't go out all year and then so they don't know how to behave in public. So we have to deal with them for a whole month.
Why do you think people go so crazy in December?
To be honest, I think first of all it's Christmas time, and then I actually believe that it's a lot of people, they go to office parties and they go out in offices with their offices and they're actually not used to drink in public. They maybe don't drink at all that often, or they just don't go out that often, and then they all get drunk, and then because they're all together just get a little bit crazy. And that's why I'm saying that's people who usually don't go out, so they actually don't know how to behave in public, especially they don't know how to behave in public when they're a little bit intoxicated.
How would you describe the Abbotsford?
I would describe it as my happy place. So we've got a good mix of regulars and even like our staff. We all come in and drink here and we're all friends. It's not just like a workplace. We're all friends outside of work. So I think that's quite special. So obviously for new people to start, sometimes they feel a little bit, oh, it's so cliquey, but then they get to know us and they just get part of the family. It's just like a big family. It's not just a team. And we're all weird. In a good way. In a great way.
Do people ever like ask you like, oh, you're in your 30s, like why have you not got a real job? Real job in inverted commas.
I think it's more people ask me, it's like, oh, are you here for love? Because I'm not from here. Or, so, are you studying? And I'm like, yeah, I studied before. I've got my degree, like I've got my college degree and everything. But they don't understand that people work in hospitality as a life choice. I think there are probably a lot of people who don't work as a choice in hospitality. They do it because it's easy to get a job or because they're studying and it's easy to get it. Yeah, but I don't know. Like for me, I think it's just stupid. I don't go in there and question you at your work. Like you would never go like to your dentist assistant or to your lawyer's, secretary and be like, oh, sorry, are you studying or is that really what you want? Because I don't want that. I don't want to work in an office. I could if I want. I don't want to.
Is it difficult to be away from your family in a different country at a time like Christmas?
Yes, definitely. I mean, I just went to Germany, but I think makes it even harder because I saw my mom and I've been there for a week. So I'm like, oh, I miss you.
Christmas time at the pub. It means a lot of different things to a lot of different people.